of the face like eyebrows, lips, nose in this XML file, and through that we have created this uh, uh, code and created this square. Okay,
Okay.
and then this is the code for the training model. This was without mask, as I have mentioned in the comment, and it captured 200 photos of mine. Then this is with mask, and in that also I captured 200 photos of mine. Then using NumPy, I saved the without mask data set, and then I saved the with mask data set, and then I plotted the graph using this, and see it is visible like in the square. My photo and with mask is visible, and that I have used in this. First, I imported that, and then imported the with mask file and without mask file. Then I run it, and then I run this. Then the array is of type this four-dimensional array. Then this code convert the four-dimensional array to 2D, and this will be the output. Then using the np.r underscore, I combined the two arrays, and this was the output 400 7,500. And then I provided the labels that if I wear the mask, then it will say that mask, and if I not wear the mask, then it will say no mask. And I have imported libraries from the bundle sklearn, which provides different library for machine learning, and it is SVC. So in supervised learning, this project comes under classification. So we have done the classification, and then I split the model. First is for training and testing of X, and then is training and testing of Y. And this specifies 0.25 specifies that the training data, sorry, the testing data will be 25%, and the training data will be remaining percentage. And the accuracy score after running that was this 0.9875. So it is best fit. It is not overfit and underfit also. So sir, then I am running my code and it will be visible. Give me a minute.
Yes, yes.
So sir, see, it is written no mask. It is visible, sir.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm seeing. Good, good.
And if I and if I wear the mask, then it is uh, sir, I have to adjust the camera.
Okay.
Sir, see, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
So this is it only, sir.
Okay, so you have taken only for you. I mean, whether it will do for all or it will detect only you.
No, so it will work for everybody.
Okay, okay.
Sir, it
So,
will work for everyone. If you want to see, then I can show you that also.
okay, actually, so you have given you have given images as a training data. Uh,
Yes.
only your images, or you have given mixed up.
No, only my images.
Okay, okay. So, okay, okay, okay. So, how many images you have given totally
200 without mask and 200 with mask.
with mask in different angle you have taken, or simply you have taken?
Sir, not in different angle, but
Hmm.
it will capture 200 mask, and I have fixed the width and height 50 cross 50, as you can see here.
Okay.
Uh, uh, Sir, see this face 50 comma 50. This will resize the each and every image to this 50 cross 50.
Okay. Okay. Okay, I think all of your teammates are having this with their system, na? Any other person can execute this other than you?
Nishant, yes,
Yeah, yeah,
Nishant, please
Nishan.
proceed. Oh, sir, they are connected through phone, so
Okay,
they will not be able to.
okay. What is your batch
Nishant,
number?
Hey, I'm connected
uh,
with my mobile, so can you please go with Archan?
okay, okay, sir. So Archan is
Archan,
running.
Archan will give you.
Okay. Yeah, anyone.
એમાંથી disconnect થઈ ગયા. Sir, Archan is connecting through his ID. Sir, give me 2 minutes, sir.
Yes, yes, yes.
Here is just run your code in your laptop and take Archan's face near camera.
રંજન અહીંથી થશે. Shift enter દબાવો. પેલા માસ્ક નહીં શું So, sir, as you can see, sir, that I have not wear a mask, then it
Okay,
will
okay, okay.
like this, and wear like this, then
Mm-hmm.
yes, sir.
Okay, good, good.
So, sir, any questions?
Yeah, so actually, the presentation, I mean, the demo have shown by Nishant, right?
No, sir, me and Archan.
Area
Dairya,
Archan, yes.
Dairya and Archon. Okay, 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 okay. So Dairya. So Nesh and Nishan.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what is your contribution in that? You know, how you have splitted the work and what was your contribution? I mean, how you have splitted the work and how you have did.
Yes, sir. So yesterday, Dhairya and we are talking about this code, and we stuck at one error which showing that
Hmm.
the graph is not plotted properly. Like if we are trying to plot the graph, but it's the size of this graph is not taking this picture properly.
Okay.
So I just give the resize query and
Hmm.
given the solution to resolve that query.
Okay. So, uh, Nesh.
Like there is 50 cross 50 array, which I told.
Okay.
Sir, first it was for when I was wearing the mask, then the model was only detecting
Not
the mask,
taking
not
properly.
my face.
Okay.
So he
Okay.
told
Yes.
me that click your photo with the phone selfie and put it before the camera.
Hmm.
So it will detect. He suggested me.
Okay. So,
Sir, yes, sir. So I helped in
hmm.
the fetch issue as well as I helped the making of a report and the presentation.
Okay. So, uh, so you have been contributed in the other than documentation part.
Yes, sir. There was one fetch issue while
Hmm.
running the code. It was not properly fetching the photo.
Hmm.
So uh, the the Python query in there was like I helped that there.
Okay. Okay. So I appreciate you all guys. Okay, you have done well. So my suggestion towards this is, you go ahead and you check in the web and research papers if there is any related thing, same kind of method is used. If not, in the sense, you can go ahead for the publication. With respect to publication, you don't think the publication is doing publication is no meaning. If you do publication, what you can get is you can get an added advantage in your career. I mean, you can add weightage to your resume. Okay, so I would like to, suggest that you please write a paper and publish that in a reputed journal. Don't go for the, the normal journals, or n number of journals are available. Whatever the thing you submit, they will publish after getting money from you. I would like to go with a Scopus Index journal, so I will guide you if you want in the publication. Okay, so I suggest that to you, that I will guide you. If you want, I will guide you and I will give the detailed description about the publication and other stuffs to you. Okay, so yeah, uh, I convey my wishes to you. You have done well. Okay, so just try to improve this, and you have first. I have to appreciate you because you have taken the problem in the current situation. That is the you know thing an engineer need to do. Okay, you know that is very essential. We have to solve the uh, problem in the trend, problem in the present world, that you have to take and solve. So you have done very well. Okay,
Thank you,
so
sir.
that, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Thank you
Yes,
very
yes,
much.
Thank you,
that's
sir.
all. That's all from my side. Okay. So, any question other students need to ask with this batch, you can ask. Okay. So, yeah, it's fine. You can uh, yeah, go ahead. We can start with the other batch. Yeah.
Sir, we
See,
can leave the meeting now, as we have mentioned to you yesterday.
yes, because you need to log into your organization and you are working, so you can.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yes, yes. Next batch, can you start?
Yes, sir. Am I
Yeah,
audible?
yeah, you are audible. Please proceed. Yo. Which batch number?
Second,
Okay.
8
Go
to
ahead.
8:15.
Yes. Go ahead, please.
So is my screen visible?
Yeah, your screen is visible. Go ahead.
So in this group we have 5 members: myself, you, Milan, Javin,
Mhm.
Balkrishna, and Parth.
Okay.
So the title of our project is Handwritten Digit Recognition.
Okay.
So the main aim of our project is to identify the digit written by the hand, or we can say the digit that is came in our data set. After that, we will write number like if we write the number like 2, then it will recognize the digit. So first of all, it is not easy task for the machine to identify. So we have to train our machine, and then we have to train like that. If we write in different flavors, then also it can identify easily. So for that, we have used the KNN, the K nearest neighbor algorithm. The problem statement is, so goal of our project is to create a model that will recognize and determine the handwritten digit from the image. Also, we have given is two where if we write the number, then it will identify the digit, and if we give the some digit, then it will identify the number. So the number can be from 0 to 9. So data set, we have used two data set from sklearn's module load digit data set, and we have used one data set that is train.csv. In that we have 784 pixel of an image. So the algorithm is k nearest neighbor because it consists of many pixels. So if we say that the nearest neighbor will calculate the distance like Euclidean distance, so it will identify the nearest neighbor. So it will be useful in this lower digit data set.
Okay.
So it is working of this algorithm like we have to load the data set, then we have to train and test data. So yes, the ratio we have kept is 0.5 both. Then we will cross validate that it is giving the correct output or not. Then we will train one more time using KN algorithm. Then we will predict the number, and we will find the accuracy and confusion metrics. Here is the procedure of code. First we have import all modules. Then we have prepared the data. Then we have split into training dataset and testing dataset. Then we have find accuracy, precision, and confusion metrics. And at the last, we have recognized the digit using KNN algorithm.
Okay.
Here is our output. I will show in the code.
Yes. Go ahead.
The first of all, we have imported this low digit module from the sklearn datasets. So it will consist of array of many type. It will give the 9 array on based on the pixel value. Then just we have written this image 2. So it will show the number 2 in gray and white scale. After that, we have imported some important modules like sklearn model selection. Then we have trained the dataset and we have to give the samples. Then we have given it training dataset and testing dataset. So here is the answer of testing. Here is the implementation of KNN algorithm. In that we have find the precision, accuracy, and confusion matrix. So here we can see that if we give the number 0, then it will show the digit 0 like in these pixels, and it will find the confusion matrix. And these all are the pixel values. So we can set that diagonal values are the maximum
Okay. So
digits coming. Then we have also implemented another way, like I will show you. So here is the our train.csv file. Here from 0 to 9 digit, and that pixel value is there. 785, it will there pixel values. Then we have just given the value and the type of the data. So in this case, we have used the NumPy array. Then we have to split this data. So I have given in the ratio of xtrain, xtest, ytrain, and ytest. And here is the our final output. So let's take this two number. So in this data set, the two number, so it will label 1. And if we take another like 7, then it will give the answer 3. So let's take example of 7. So answer will be 3. Here is the answer.
okay. So can you upload your image, and can you able to test upload some other image? You have taken the image from dataset, right?
Yes. So we have given the pixel data set. Yes.
Yeah. What I'm asking is, can you give the data by your own? I mean, writing your own handwriting. Give that, and can you?
Yes, sir, but it will not give the answer, correct answer, because of this we can say the different flavor or different pixel values.
Yeah. Because it is trained with the data set which is already there. So
Yes, also it is giving some different value. So if we write 1, then it will give somewhat like 0 or 5 and that.
yeah. So what I'm suggesting you is, whatever you have done is correct, but just for one person. So you have some pattern in your handwriting. So you write all the digits in different way, and you make your own data set, and train the model with your data set, with your own data set, and write something in the write some digit, and give me a minute. Okay, write some digit, give that as an input for the prediction, and let the system make the decision whether it is predicting your handwriting or not. You make the model according to that. Okay, this is my suggestion.
So I can show you. So I have implemented that also.
Okay, yeah.
One minute. I show you.
Okay.
So our first implementation was this, but it was not giving correct answer. So we have implemented another way. Yeah, in that we have used the 10 test case. So it will learn from 1 to 10 based on this accuracy value, and it will calculate the loss value. It will take around 3 to 4 minutes for training.
Okay. So meanwhile, I would like to ask about the contributions of your team members.
So me and Milan have been contributed in the code, this
Okay.
implementation of code,
Okay.
and Javin and Balkrishna have implemented this PPT and the report.
Okay. So Milan, Yog, and Parth have participated in the coding part and other stuff.
Yes.
Okay. Can you know? Milan, can you unmute yourself and talk?
Hello.
Yeah, Milan, what contribution you have done?
Sir, I will I test the whole data. I will one time the implement confirmation.
Okay, your voice is not audible.
In
So he is having internet issue.
Okay.
So he is telling that he has contributed like training and data set.
Okay.
So we have used two digits. So one contribution was like of Milan.
Okay, Devin.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah,
sir. Am I
what
audible?
was your contribution?
Yes, sir. As you say, we are done with PPT and documentation with it. Also, we done research like about algorithm, which algorithm, about KN algorithm. So we not more participant in implementation, but we are more focused on research. And also we done research like you say, like it's recognize handwriting digit and all.
Okay.
Yes, and
So,
algorithm which algorithm use.
yeah. Balkrishna.
Sir, PPT and documentation, and also learn the algorithm K nearest neighbor.
Okay. So, Parth.
So actually is not present right now.
Parth is absent.
Yes.
Okay. Parth Purani is absent. Okay. So, so what I'm suggesting you is Yog. So you go ahead with this, implementation. But the thing is, I'm expecting. So if you are writing something in the pen tab or some digits 2 or 3 or 1, if it recognize that, you make your model like that, so then it will be good. So that is then, if you do that, then your model will get more value. So that is what the thing. But whatever you have done, I appreciate that. Yeah, good. Okay. So
Yes, sir. Yes, I will do it.
yeah, and also you find some. I mean, this is already there. Many of them have done with this data set, and it is already done. So you include some new feature which is not there in the internet or research community. Slight change in the algorithm, or in order to improve, slight change in algorithm or something, accuracy or something. If you do, and such a good give an added advantage to your resume, so you can say that I have done this, I have improved this, and everyone can consider that as a real research, and you can go to next level, then this mini project. Okay, got my point?
Yes, sir. We have on this project. Yes.
Yeah, good.
Yes.
So I appreciate you. Okay, so see you. And yeah, I will assist you regarding that improvement and the paper publication.
So 1 minute, I will show this. 1 minute. If you are telling that. So here is the that problem you are telling. So if we write any number like 2, and if we try to recognize, but it is not able to recognize.
Okay, 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 okay.
So I am working on this, and I know that it will be solvable.
Yes, 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 yes. Yeah. Go ahead, go ahead. That is good. Yeah.
Yes, I
So
will
you
do
can
this.
good, good. You are in right track. Yeah, go ahead and complete it. And if you have done, you can show it to me even after this presentation. Okay.
Okay, sir, I will try.
So yeah.
Yes, I will do, and I will contact you if it is
Yes,
done.
yes, 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 yes. Sure. Yeah, good. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I request next batch to present.
Hello.
Yeah, please, Kelly. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Just a minute. I'm presenting.
Yes.
Is my screen visible?
Yeah, your screen is visible.
Okay. Just a minute. Yeah. So our project title is Air Pollution Prediction.
Okay.
My teammates are Sonal and Sheena. So what we are trying to do is that we have collected data set of Seoul, which is located in South Korea, and we are trying to predict the concentration of we are trying to predict the air pollution using ML models. Basically, what happens is that we normally hear the news of Delhi or Punjab that sky is not clear or it harms the health of citizens. So basically, Indian data set was it was less accurate, or we can say hourly data set was not available for India. So first of all, on initial phase, we have tried with Seoul data set. Yeah, so it contains six pollutants: SO2, NO2, CO, O3, PM10, and 2.5. At present, we have tried with PM 2.5, and it is hourly data set. It contains every hour measurements right from 2017 to 19, and we have 25 districts from Seoul having different station codes. So the data set is mainly divided into four files. Yeah, the four files are as follows: that measurement info contains the main information like concentration of different gases, and it has 0 to 10 scale. Likewise, that 0 is normal and 9 is abnormal. Next is measurement item info. It it is kind of indexing file that contains that SO2 stands. Item code 1 stands for this item or gas. Likewise. Next is station info. So as I mentioned that we have 25 districts. So they have different station codes. So for example, 101 stands for so and so district. That is stored in measurement station info. And last is summary file, which contains summary of data. So first of all, what we have tried is that we have formulated the problem using auto-regression, which tells that it is a time series data, and our next value depends on past values, as we know that it happens regularly in weather forecasting. So yeah, this is the equation xt equal to b0 plus b1 xt minus 1. So it tells that the data from t time depends on t minus 1 time. Yeah, so this is the plot uh, from measurement and indexes. Yeah, this is the screenshots from auto regression. It tells that the yt plus 1, it means that the next value depends on previous value. And I have divided the training and testing data set. Last 7 items I've put into testing data set. So these are the predicted values and test data set RMSC, and this is the plot for it. So as I mentioned that I have done with PM 2.5. I mean, we have done with PM 2.5. So this is the plot for auto regression. Next we have used is LSTM model, that is long short-term memory, which is recurrent neural network. It stores the past values and it memorizes the past values and predicts the next value. Yeah, so this is the summary of results. We have tried at present with 4 station codes, I mean 4 districts, and we have predicted PM 2.5. So this is the RMSE and mean absolute errors. This is the plot for RMSE. We had 7,000 rows, and this is the average value for PM 2.5. So this red values have some outliers. These were the original values, and uh, the overlapping values, which is the orange one, is the training data set, and the last values, yellow values, are plotted using testing data set predicted values. Yeah, so at present we have implemented or we have taken into concern only PM 2.5, and we have tried AR and LSTM. So in future we can try more models, we can cover more guesses, uh, as well as we can add hypoparameters or regularize the data. At present we have only normalized the data, and yeah, we have taken the data set from Kaggle.
Okay, you go ahead with your demo.
Yeah, sure, sir. Just a minute. Yeah, this is the file for AR. We have imported auto regression model from states models, and for metrics we have used sklearn. So I'm importing measurement info file, and next I'm filtering the data using 101 station code, and 9 item code stands for PM 2.5. So I'm filtering the data based on my requirement. Likewise, we can do for different station codes. Next, I am normalizing the data set using mean max normalization. This is top 5 values. This is the plot which I already included in PPT. This is the lag plot which shows that next value depends on past values. This is the this is the plots which I included in PPT.
Okay.
Next, I'm splitting the data set. Last 7 values I have taken into testing data set. Next, I'm training the auto regression, and yeah, likewise I'm predicting, taking into care the history, and I'm going into future values by using the past values. And next is the plot. The same method I have followed in LSTM. I've used Keras in LSTM. This is the function which takes lookback equal to 4. That is, 4 values is taken into input and 5th value is predicted. Likewise for all the time series data.
Okay.
Uh,
So can I, get something from your batchmates, Sonal and Sheena?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
What is your contribution? What you have done? Can you explain?
Sir, I've worked on different data sets. I found a time series data set that we can use in this current project. and also found different models that we can use. One was auto regression, another one was just that we have used LSTM, another one was also SVM. So I've searched different models that we can implement in our project.
Okay, so
Yes, sir. And presentation part was done by me.
okay, you have contributed only in presentation. Okay, so yeah, you have contributed in presentation. Yeah, it's good. You have prepared and these things, but you have to contribute in technical aspect also. Then only it will be good for your career. If you put this project in your resume, if someone is asking the um, internal details, you have to be ready to answer that. And my suggestion with respect to this project is, yeah, you have done the work, and you have taken the data set, and the problem is also good regarding that your environmental concern you have done. Yeah, it is good, but the thing is, what my suggestion is, you know um, you incorporate IoT in this, and if you make this project little bit if you make this model, and if you make this project to next level, you can publish a paper, and you can add more wastage to your resume with a good publication. For that, my suggestion is, you please incorporate IoT with this. Can you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Surely.
Do you understand what
Yeah,
I'm
I will.
telling? How do you incorporate IoT, and how do you make?
Yes, sir. We can use sensors for
Yeah.
real time data that it takes the input from air and it predicts in real time and it
Yes.
alerts the
Yes. Yes.
the
Yes.
users. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Okay, that is the
Okay,
thing.
sure.
But it will not. I think the sensor cost and the device cost is not much. Okay, you can able to do with less cost. It is not involving with uh, the, you no need to spend too much of money for this. Okay, you can find the low cost sensors, even good
Sure,
sensors
sir.
for low cost, and you can purchase, and you can do it. If you do that, and if you make this model more comfort, and if you search on the web, and if there is any model like this, and what is the drawback in that, how to improve that, if you solve these kind of problems, you can come up with a very good project or very good idea, and you can write a paper, and if you publish, in the sense that will give an advantage, and that will give a weightage to your resume, up to you know it will give advantage to you,
Yes,
not only now. I'm not telling this to get the job. Even after get the job, it will be in your resume, so it always give positive things to your career. So that's what I'm telling. That is the power of publication. And if you do one publication today, if you have really done a good publication, many of the research community persons will cite your paper. They will take you as a reference, and they will improve your model, or they will do something after taking your model or your paper as a reference. Okay, so that creates advantage, and that creates weightage to your career actually. So that's why in research community, the citation is important. Citation is like, how many other research persons are following you, or seeing your paper as a reference. That is the thing. So that way, if you work in the sense, you can go to next level. That is my intention. Okay. Yeah, so
sure, sir.
please do that. Yeah, otherwise, you have done a good work. I appreciate you. Okay, please go ahead
Thank
and
you,
put
sir.
some more effort on the research and other things. This will give some kind of advantage to your career. Yes, Haley, Shonal, and Sheena. Okay, you have done your presentation. Okay, if you have done that IoT kind of thing, or if you can communicate with me, and you can contact me, I will help you. Okay, in improving the model and the paper and your work. Okay, yeah. See you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, okay. So the next batch, can you please go ahead with your presentation?
Hello, good morning, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, we are three, me, Hiral, and Sharon.
Yeah.
And our project is based on the facial recognition, face recognition, and it will be explained by first Hiral and then Sharon, and then after the implementation of the code that will be explained by me.
Yes.
So
Proceed,
I'm
sir.
just gonna start.
Hello, is it a sir?
Yeah, go ahead. The screen is visible.
Yeah. So I'm Hiral, and now I'm going to present the my PPT. And as Harsh told, our project is on face recognition system, and now it is the actions are increasingly being handled electronically. Like instead of pencil and paper, everyone is using electronic things, and this growth is results in great demand for fast and accurate user identification and authentication. Like nowadays, in every applications, we need proper authentication to access it, and access codes for buildings, even notes and customs. It is also used for identification and security purposes. We are using to gain access, and but the user of the PIN is not defined when credit card and ATM card allows to be stolen, and another user can opt with the personal data. And face recognition technology may solve this problem since connected to its owner, except in the case of identical twins. Now coming to biometrics. Now, what is biometric? Then what biometric is a unique measurable characteristic of a human being, and it can be automatically recognize an individual or verify an individual's identity. Now there are some biometrics like physiological biometrics and behavioral biometrics. So physiological biometric is based on the measurements and data derived from direct measurement of a part of the human body. And what is behavioral biometrics is it is based on the measurements and data derived from the actions. Now some type of biometrics of physiological behavioral. For physiological, there are finger scan, facial recognition, iris scan, retina scan, hand scan, and for behavioral, voice scan, signature scan, and keystroke scan. So now we are using this facial recognition of physiological biometrics. So what is facial recognition? It requires no physical
Actually, can
interaction.
you please yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead with your demo?
Project, like I need to describe the PPT or just showing the demo.
Yeah, we will come back to you if any doubt on the demo. We will come back to the presentation Now you can
Yeah,
start with your demo.
yeah, sure,
Yeah.
sure, sir. There are hello.
Yes. Proceed.
So we need the data set full. Then we need to
I think your
first
voice
of
is
all we
feeble.
need the data set. After the data,
I didn't get you. You can
hello.
you? Yeah. Hiral, I didn't get you. What you're telling?
So there are data set creator. We
Hiral,
need
Hiral,
data, and then we
Hiral, your voice is breaking.
हाँ बोल.
हाँ, तुम्हारा आवाज ब्रेक हो रहा है, सर को सुनाई नहीं दे रहा, तो क्या बोल रही हो?
Okay, just
Go somewhere where you can get a high speed of internet.
okay.
Okay, Sherin, what contribution you have done and how you have splitted the work because it is involving with team play. So how you have split
Yeah,
it and
yes,
how
sir.
you have played in your team?
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. So, see, basically, first of all, our project requires capturing of the images, right? So, we are using our laptop's camera itself. So, yeah. So, at that, in the starting, like basically, I've just given my contribution on Saturday and Sundays because I was free on those days only, and yeah, so on those days I have been like I have tried to help them with how to capture the face, and then after that from there how can we train our model. I have been with them till how we can train our model to recognize our face from the set of data set. So yeah, till there I have been with them, and then at that after that the database part, I wasn't able to help with them. Yeah, so at the starting I was there with them.
Okay, you have taken data set, you know, based on
Yeah.
your image, your own photographs or how you have.
No, like what we do is that like when we run our code now, then at that point, the camera itself, like the first set of code captures our image, like around some 21 images it captures,
Oh, that
and
yeah. So in that situation itself, it is taken the data.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. At that point itself, it takes the data and it stores it in our database. Okay,
Okay.
and then after that, like we have taken up like for example, Harsh and Hiral, they were standing in front of the camera, and their images were taken, and after that, our code itself recognize if after some time even one of them stands in front of the camera, then our set of code recognize who this person is.
Okay.
You getting my point? Yeah. So we were able to do that from there. Yeah.
So demo is ready now. Is
Okay.
demo ready?
Harsh. Let me just ask them.
Yeah. So batch five is there. Are you ready? Batch number 5.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can share your screen and you go ahead.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Is it, sir?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Yes, sir. First of all, good morning. And
Yeah.
today I'm presenting about Google Play Store that we analyze the data from the Google Play Store, and we are 14 teammates: Lata, me, Manali, Lakhani Riddhi, and Keval Parchia. So. We the Google Play Store and we collect data sets from the casual, and we analyze that some of the apps on Google Play Stores are either free of charge or at a cost. So we research on that, and some Google Play Store also services as digital media stores and books, movies, and etc. And we researched that on the Google Play Store had over 82 billion apps download in 2016 and reach at sir, my screen is visible. Yes.
I'm not getting. I think I'm not getting your PPT. Are you presenting with PPT?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you again share the
Hello.
screen.
Sir, can I present now? I think I was lost. The network was lost.
Okay, Harsh, please wait for some time. I will call your batch. Okay.
Okay, yeah, sure. Sure,
Yes,
sure.
yes, yes, yes. Yes, you go ahead, Lata. Batch number 5, you go ahead. Lata, Riddhi, Manali, and Keval. Lata, Riddhi, Manali, Keval, are you there?
यस सर सर
Yeah, yeah.
लता अभी ज्वाइन हो रही है उसका नेटवर्क का इश्यू है
Okay, so the person, those who are, batchmates, those who are having internet can present. This is the time for you.
Okay, sir, can I present now?
Hello, sir.
Yes, 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 proceed. Wait, Harsh, you wait for a few minutes. Lata, are you ready to do presentation?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, proceed then.
Sir, my is visible.
Yeah. No. I'm not getting your screen.
So,
Yeah. Now I'm getting your screen.
okay, sir. So, we are analyze data from the Google Play Store as we collect data from Google, and we analyze some apps on the Google Play Store are either free of charge or at a cost. So we research on that, and we collect data, and in the base of data we show a graph, and we research that over 80 million apps are downloaded in 2016, and it reached on high level in 2017. So we collect the data and then Kaggle, and these are the methodologies that we use, that Python, then Pandas, Pylab, and SQL. This is our data that columns. It contains so many columns: app, category, rating, review, size, inputs, type that is free or paid, price,
You
community,
can,
hundreds, lab.
Lata, you can go ahead with your
Yes, sir.
demo. Whatever you have done, you can show it to me.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
So this first is our category wise store.
I think there is some network issue with the mm, batch 5, Latani. Okay. So, meanwhile, this time I'm giving to Harsh Bash. If you're ready, you can show the demo.
Yes, sir, we are ready.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna show.
Then I request batch 5 can present after some time when you have solved your network issue.
Hello.
Yeah. Please.
So yeah, first of all, this is which is very well, I'm with this part to create the data set of the face. Just a sec. So is your ID. So I written as 164. Then enter username. Harsh is username, and then we go ahead. So it was capturing my 21 faces, and you can see here. This is my 21 images. Okay. So are you able to see?
Hmm.
Okay. So this is what
Yeah, I'm seeing.
I need to train my module.
Okay.
I need to the final part, that is the detect part. So I'm gonna detect my face over here. Okay. Hello.
Yeah.
Sorry. Hello.
Yes. You go ahead with your demo. I'm seeing your
Yeah.
screen, but your voice is not, proper. Sometime. You go ahead.
Yeah. I detect in my face.
We are not seeing that.
Just I'm writing over here.
Share. Okay. Show that. Okay. So where show me the software where it is detected.
So okay. So here this is the sir. Have you watched the train module?
Yes. That we yeah.
Okay, yeah. So this is the final part. That is the detector part that I'm gonna execute. I'm gonna execute this. Yeah, and it will 164 Hz.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Hmm.
So how many images it is taking in the training part?
Sorry, in training part, it takes the whole database over there. The whole 20. Whole 42 images here. Yeah. The whole 42 images is being trained, and then after at the time of the detection, the basis of the training module, it will detect your face that who is this person over here.
So only 20.
Not only 20, for whole database is whole database, whole pictures are being trained
Sir,
over here.
Yeah.
so
Now in
one person, 21 images
one person 21
per
images. Okay.
person.
So at
Yeah.
present in your database, how many images are there? How many persons are there?
How many persons here? There are two persons only, me and my sister.
Okay. So you
Yeah.
both. It is
So
detecting your
number
sister
of
also?
pictures. No, actually it can, but right now at the time of the train module, it will take all the pictures over here. It will take like all the number of pictures over here.
Mm-hmm.
Just a sec, sir. I'm gonna. Sorry. Yeah. There it is. Sorry. Yeah. It will take all 42 pictures.
Okay.
Yeah, 129, 129, 164, 164. Yeah. And you can see the. Is the
Okay. So
generated while we are
Okay, so so many face recognition algorithms are there. So many face recognition
Yes, sir.
modules are available in the web. What is the unique feature of yours? What is the advantage of yours when compared to other? And with this
Uh,
face recognition, what you are going to do? Are you going to use this for attendance purpose, or what is the purpose of this?
yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can use this for the attendance purpose or for the authentication.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and for the proctor-based online examination system.
Okay. So how?
Like there are many kind of applications in which face recognition is being used over there, and it can be used in several applications.
Okay. What is the specific advantage of this when compared to other techniques which is available?
Sir, first of all, this is the hard cascade models provides the whole face capturing things and all.
Mm.
So it is by default the Python module that is giving to you, and there are many kind of techniques like TensorFlow. In TensorFlow, like we can we can import the algorithm from them too. But yeah, right now in this application, it uses the hard cascade models.
Okay. Yeah. So my suggestion for you is you find some uniqueness in your model, and because you have taken this model from the library and you are using, so go through the research papers which is available in yeah, the research sites like IEEE, or some other elsewhere, or some research sites, how they are doing with facial recognition, what is the trend, how they are improving, and what are all the application regarding this, and how can utilize this in a new application. You think about new application which is not available in the uh, uh, you know are not available or very rare in the research community, and you solve the problem. If you have go ahead in that perspective, you can publish a research paper and you can improve your model, and that will be really helpful for your career. Okay,
Yes, sir, definitely.
rather than simple facial recognition, if you go to next level, it will give an added advantage to your resume, and you can go ahead in that perspective. So that is my suggestion. Okay. So
Okay, yeah,
yeah,
sure,
yeah,
sir,
you
definitely.
can stop the screen sharing. Okay. Yeah,
Okay,
once
yeah.
you have done it, if you have done any improvement on your model, you can show it to me.
Sir, actually, first of all, it was not like it was not detecting the face for the 10 minutes or 45 minutes. But
Okay.
after giving some changes in the model, then it will take the like this thing like
Yeah, yeah,
if
yeah, yeah.
somebody else
That's good. That's good.
it will change to the 164 to 129. So yeah, first of all, it was not properly working, but yeah, right now it's working.
Yeah, yeah. Good, good. I appreciate you have troubleshooted and you have solved many errors. Yeah, that spirit I appreciate. I really appreciate for that. Yeah, you please keep on improving your model. Then that will be very good when you uh, attend an interview. If you show that to the technical team and all. Okay. Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
yeah, yeah. See
Thank you,
you.
sir.
See you. Good.
Sir, can I present now?
Okay, Latta. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Lata, please be online. Be ready. I will call you. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yes. 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 Rudvik. Rudvik batch. Rudvik, Vicky, Mohit, Shashi Ranjan. Batch is available now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Rudvik. Go ahead with your presentation.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Hmm.
Sir, just 1 minute. Some internet issue.
Lata, you can present now.
Okay, sir. Sir, is this visible?
No. Yeah, it's visible.
Yeah. This is the demo. This is the
Yes.
category wise total apps.
Yes, show
See
me
the
the demo. Show me the demo.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, this figure is visible or not?
Yeah, I'm getting your screen. Your screen is visible.
Okay. Sir, output is visible or not?
No. Are you facing any problem, Lata?
Sir, can you hear me?
Yes, Kaval Kumar.
Sir, there is some network problem from Lata's side, so can you present at the last?
Yeah. So, Kaval, your belongs to which batch?
Sir, we are in the same group.
You, Lata,
Yes.
belongs to same group.
Yes.
Yes. You present in the theory session. Okay, that time I will allocate time for you.
Okay, sir.
Solve your network
Okay, sir. No
issue and
problem.
any problem
Yes.
with your execution. You solve that
Okay, sir.
and be ready.
Okay.
Yeah. So Tumin group, Phenyl group is ready.
Sir, can you give us 2 minutes?
Yeah. You can take that 2 minutes. Your time starts at 9:15 only.
Yes, sir. By that time we'll be ready, sir.
Okay. Krunal batch. What is the problem with Rudvik?
Yes, sir. We are ready, sir.
Ready? Okay. So, what was the problem? Why you haven't started at that time?
Sir, internet issue, sir. That's why I told you.
Okay. So now, yeah, you do it in the theory session. Be ready. Solve your network issue and all. You inform your teammates to be with good internet. Okay.
Yes,
And
sir.
we
Sure.
will take. I will take your batch in the 12 o'clock on theory session. I will allocate time for you. Okay. Be ready.
Sir,
Yes.
we have a company time start from 9:30. That's why, if possible, we can start presentation after 2 minutes group.
Okay. After 2
Thank you,
minutes
sir.
group you start.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so I think 9, 10, still 5 minutes are there. Ruthik, can you just go ahead with demo?
Sure, sir. Yes.
They can present if they want to, sir. We can present after them.
Yes. Yeah. Go ahead. Ruthik, go ahead with your demo.
Good morning, sir.
Yes.
Yes, myself Moita and Rutik is going to present.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Screen is visible?
Yes, I am seeing your screen.
Yes, sir. Sir, our topic is handwritten single digit recognition.
Okay.
Yeah, here is our code. Sir, here as you see in first, we have, just a second, sir. As you see, sir, in the first we have used the database of Keras. In that MNES database we have used. First of all, we divide the data in the 4 parts, just like in the load database you are seeing. First of all, there is a training data and test data, and we have converted the image into 28 by 28 pixel. After that, we converted the pixels density, means image, into the 0 to 1 number, like normalized image. After that, go down. Here you are seeing that here is evaluate models. Here we first take 5 batches of each image. First of all, we shuffle all the images because it might be possible that the database which we are using have sequential image, means first of all one, two, then three. So first of all, we shuffle all the images so that our training should be good. And here, then after we have called the defined model. Here we take the batches of different image. First of all, we take a 32 batches, then 64, again 64, then 100 and 10 for training of our model. And here we printed the accuracy of our model. And here they are then you see there are the two functions. First of all, this is plotting the graph, and this function plots the total accuracy. Here our is output. As you can see, first of all, the error is high, but when it get trained, the error becomes low. And the mean accuracy of all the tests are 99.105. Then the second model is we have used to save the train model, because it is not possible to run every time. It takes lot of time. So we save this model into the you can see here final model dot h5. First of all, we check the accuracy, then we save that accuracy model into the file. Then again we check that save models, and you can see the answer is accuracy here of that save model. After that, we take the images, like you can see here there is a many images of different numbers. We input every image in this section, and we use our 10 models to find the return number. And the images, you can see here that the image is also converted into the 28 pixels, 28 by 28 pixels. And Ritvik now show you the demo.
As we can show that we have upload the final model.h5, and we have created by own numbers 0 to 9, and
Okay, this is
we
your own
upload this
handwriting,
image.
own data set.
Yes, sir. We can using no sir. We use the Keras MNIST data set. We
Okay,
train
okay.
that model. We created this image for our own.
Okay, okay.
As you can, there are two type of for data, 4D and 4.
Yes.
There are two different sets. We upload the 4D image and run that.
Mm-hmm.
The number is 4. The next image is 4E. They are two different 4. We uploaded the 4E image, so we can change the image and upload it. We can see that they are represent the number is correctly. As we can say, they are 2. This is not perfectly 2. So we uploaded image is here and change the show the output. Here we can show that the number is 2.
Okay. So can you give your own image?
Yes, sir. We created in this paint tool using handwritten. Yes, we created this one by one.
Oh, okay, okay. Now can you create an image by your own handwriting and save that, and can you give it to the model?
Just yes, sir. Just 2 minutes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
There are some difference for pixel size. That's why difference.
Okay, okay. So in that pixel you
We
have to
set
create.
the pixel 20 by 20. Yes, sir. That's why
Okay.
we set the each and every image pixel 20 by 10, 28.
Hmm. So yeah, that's what I'm asking. You create that image. So okay, okay. So that you do later, and once you have, you convert this into 20 into 20 pixel. Is it
Yes.
possible now? Yeah, so Rudvik, you go ahead with your process. Meantime, I just want to give some input to you to this batch. Okay, so yeah, Rudvik, Vicky, Mohit, and Shashi Ranjan. What is your contribution? Vicky, Shashi Ranjan, Vicky, and Shashi Ranjan are there. All are present or what? Vicky and Shashi Ranjan is there or not?
Yes, sir. I'm Sasi.
Hello.
Yeah, Shashi Ranjan is there.
Yes,
Vicky.
sir.
Hello, yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Ritvana has lost the connection because there is a Wi-Fi as we are in the PG. That's why.
Okay, who lost the connection?
Sir, Ritvik Makwana. Just a second. He again tried to connect
It is
the.
okay. Shashi Ranjan is there.
Yes, sir.
Nobody.
Sashiran is
Shashi
there.
Ranjan is there. Vicky is there.
Sir,
Vicky.
Vicky. Yes, sir. Vicky is
Vicky,
there or not? Sir,
Vicky was
actually, Vicky
present,
has
but
a company right now, so that he has a company and he has to go because he is not work from home. He have to go company. That's why I think he is not
Okay, but
able to connect the meeting.
he haven't communicated with me regarding that.
Uh, actually, we also don't know. He tell us that he will join, but
Okay.
I think he is not able to join. That's why.
Okay, so yeah, can you please elaborate your contribution? What Shashi Ranjan have done? What Rudvik
Yes,
have
sir.
done?
Yes, sir. I find so me Mohit Raj. I find the data set from which I have only done work on the database set so that we can get accurate data. Ritvik and Vicky done Ritvik and Vicky's contribution in the code, and Shashi Ranjan has done the searching
I
part
have
like report and PPTs and all the research work.
Okay, so my suggestion to your batch is, in order to show this to as a mini project and in order to add this in your resume and my intention for this mini project is add this in your
Yes, sir.
resume and add weightage to your resume. That is the intention. So in order to that, you have to improve this model. So whenever
okay.
you are writing something in pen tab or some paint, automatically it should recognize and it should tell whether the digit is correct or not. And not only that thing, n number of modules are there for handwriting recognition and facial recognition. What is the unique thing in you? how you are differentiating from others, and what is the advantage over your model, and what is the application of that handwriting recognition, whether it is recognized and
Yes,
convert
sir.
that into a text or not. So in that perspective, you have to think and you have to work on. Then only you will get a weightage in your resume. After that only you can
Yes, sir.
impress the interviewer. Okay. So
Yes, sir.
these are all my suggestions and my advice to you. You please improve this model, and
Yes, it's,
if you have improved, you can
sir.
yes, yes.
Yes, sir. Ritvik has done the part, and I think he can share.
Yeah, yeah.
Again, we have. Just a second, sir. Sir, actually we got the answer too, but we can't able to show you.
Yeah. Okay, okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's not an issue. Okay, you go ahead. These are all my advice. If you have improved your model in few days, you can share it to me and you can show the output to me and in some other
Yes,
way.
sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Ritvik. Sir, you can. Hi, sir. Ritvik has connected.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Share your screen and show it.
Yes, yes, sir. I got the internet. This is a 28 by 28 pixel 2qq.png. I upload the image.
Okay.
Uh, yes, 2qq.png and number is 2.
Okay. Yeah, good. So yeah, that's what the suggestion I have given. You are okay with it. I appreciate this work, but what you need to do, you have to improve your model, like how it is good when compared to other models in the web or in the research community. That you have to find and you have to improve according to that, and you add some unique uh, feature in that, and then only you can publish paper or something. And moreover, my suggestion is it should detect when you are writing something in some software, whether it is a paint or using pen tab or something. If you write, automatically it should detect and try to make conversion that into a text. Okay, that you make. Okay, do something and improve your model and add it in your resume and add weightage to your resume. Okay, that is my thing. Okay, so
Sure,
all the
sir.
work you have
Yes,
done,
sir.
I appreciate. Okay, see you.
Thank you, sir. Yeah.
Yes, phenylbutymine and that
Krunal
batch.
and Harsh, sir.
Yeah, Kunal and Harsh, please share your
Yes,
screen.
sir.
Go ahead.
Okay, sir. Sharing just a second. Is my screen visible, sir?
Yeah. Good.
Okay, so our project is COVID-19 analysis. We are using deep learning to classify COVID-19 positive and negative images taken from, like, we are using X-ray images of chest.
Okay.
Our group members are Krunal Vasoya, Fanil Mehta, Tumin Shait, and Harsh Mathur.
Okay.
These are the topics I'm going to discuss about our project. First of all, why COVID-19 detection using deep learning? It is very critical to detect the positive cases as early as possible. There are radiology imaging techniques suggest that our images contain really important information about the COVID-19 virus. Our model can be employed to assist radiologists in validating their initial screening. Like our model can be used before people go to radiologists to get themselves checked. It can be employed via cloud to immediately screen patients. This is our domain. We are doing data analysis, deep learning, and our project is related to the health sector. Our technology domains are for deep learning. We are using Python. In that, we are using NumPy, Pandas, Keras, TensorFlow, Scikit-learn, and some more. We have trained our model in Google Colab. For web app, we are using Streamlit to deploy our application, and I have deployed the final project on Heroku. Why do we need this project? We have to detect the positive cases as early as possible. We have tried lots of methods, but most of them have failed. Swab test and plasma tests are time consuming, and RT-PCR tests are very costly. And these days, they are taking too long it's taking too long to get the results. So we have to be effective and as accurate as possible. Okay, so in the application, the user uploads his X-ray. The image is classified by the trained model, and we evaluate the infection probability, and the model gives the output of the classification accuracy. The feature is that we detect the probability of the infection. These are the dependency stopper. The data set would be one dependency because we didn't get a very big data set of COVID-19 images. And then there is the availability of digital X-rays. Everyone would have to get their X-rays, their just X-rays to determine if they have COVID-19 positive or not. And the baseline accuracy of our model is 94%. I'm not going to discuss too much in detail about the data flow diagrams and sequence diagrams.
Yeah, that is not essential.
Yes,
You can
sir.
go ahead with your
Okay, sir.
demo.
Okay, sir. So I'll be showing the algorithm.
Fenil, directly jump with the demonstration of
Yes,
the app.
yes. Okay. The demonstration or the model?
Demonstration of the app, yes.
First I'll go with the demonstration. I'll use any random images to check the model. Okay, just a second. I think there is some error in the deployment. I'll run the model on my local server. Sir, I'll get back to this later. I'll explain the code first.
Okay.
Okay, so these are the libraries we are using. We are using TensorFlow, NumPy, Matplotlib, Keras, We are using matplotlib to plot the given like the variables. This is the model. We are like taking image size 128 by 128, and here 3 represents the like the number of colors we are using. We are using RGB, so it's showing 3. We are using relu activation function and sigmoid activation function. Uh, we are using binary cross and entropy as our loss function. The optimizer is Adam, and for matrix we are using accuracy. Here is the model's summary. These are the total number of parameters in our model. Then we are generating the images using image data generator by rescaling, sharing, zooming, and horizontal flipping the image.
So dataset, from where you got the dataset?
Sir, we got it from Kaggle.
Okay.
Yes. And then we are passing the images to train generator using flow from directory. The target size would be 128 by 128 and the batch size is 16. And we are using binary class mode as we are trying to divide the images into just 2 classes, which are COVID and normal. Then we are validating all the images that are present in the validation folder in the batch size of 16, also binary because we are trying to classify it into 2 classes. For callback, we are using the model that's generated.
Okay.
Yes, sir. For configuring the model, now we are fitting all the parameters into our model and training it.
Yeah. So
Okay. Yes, sir.
good. So you have done work, but in demo perspective, it is having some issue, right? You solve that
Sir,
issue and show it to me
yes,
later.
sir. Yes, sir. I'll be showing you in 5 minutes.
I'll
Yes.
share the link, Fenil. I'll share the link, right? Show that.
Yes, sir. Sure. Yes. Sir, can you give me just 2 minutes? I'll work on it.
Yes.
Fenil, check. I've sent the link.
Okay, sorry to interrupt. I'll be sharing my screen. I've already the app up and running.
Sure, Kunal. Go on.
It's not opening on my system.
Yes, Kunal. Go
Okay,
on.
can you see my screen?
We cannot. Yes, now we can.
Okay, um, so I'll just refresh it, and this is a Streamlit dashboard. Streamlit is a library in Python, so you can just write this. The code is as similar as the Flask app. I can show you the code first, so it would be easier for you to understand the implementation. So this is just a Python code. We have defined a predict class which will pass the images. From the image would be passed as the image data variable, and it would convert the image to 128 into 128 size. Then we have here 2 classes. One will predict the class of the image. If 0, then it would be COVID positive, and if the class would be predicted as 1, then it would be normal. And then a
Yeah, it's
predict
okay. That explanation has been done already, right?
Okay, I'll
Yeah.
go with
You just go ahead with your demo.
okay.
It's enough.
So
Okay.
okay, I'll browse file. Then here are 2 test images. I'll take this one first. Then click on predict. See. Okay. So this image I uploaded and got probability of 97.91% of normal class. So this image is normal.
Normal, okay.
Okay. Now I'll now take this image. Okay. This image is COVID-19 positive with probability of 73.94%.
Okay. What is the threshold?
Threshold is we have not defined any specific threshold to detect this. The predict let me show you. This class, this predict class, it automatically identifies the class of the images, and this class it automatically gives an float value depending on which class is identified. Like if this method will identify it as COVID positive, then this class will give you that how much percent of probability is there that this would be COVID positive. So
Okay.
we will not have to define any. We will not have to worry about defining a threshold for it.
Okay, okay. Thanks. Yeah. Okay. So good. So you please improve the model and bring some uniqueness in the model in order to publish the paper. Then it will be very useful for you in your career. Okay. That is my
Sure, sir.
advice
Sure.
to your batch. Okay.
Yeah,
So
sure, sir.
that's all. You have done a good work. Okay. See you
Thank
guys.
you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Yes, yes, yes. So I request you all to please give your attendance through the chat box. Yes, all those who are here. Yes, yes, please.